Why were you suicidal?
It's because I can feel very peak states in life, but I can go so deep that I don't see a way out.
Yes.
And I'm looking for a way to get out of my body, or to hit myself, or to... I can explain that deep, and I don't find a way out.
What makes you hate yourself? Is it the red shoes?
What?
Is it the red shoes?
No.
Are you sure? Because they're fucking red. Don't you be smiling like that. You'll fuck everything up. If you smile like that too much, you'll want to stick around. You've been so hard on yourself. I love that you have such high standards. But those aren't high standards. That's called perfection. And most people overestimate what they can do in a year, and they underestimate what they can do in 2 or 3 decades. And you haven't been around long enough to have those extra 2 or 3 decades. So don't fuck it up. There's time. And if you give yourself just a little bit of time, and if you'll be a little more loving to yourself, I think you're gonna find you got a lot to give. I can fucking feel it. We're gonna ask you this question. What is the single force that controls the quality of your life? If there was one gift our Creator has given us, or the universe, whatever you believe, what is it? What is the one power that you have right now in this moment that can change everything? You have it, I have it, we all have it. It's this one singular individual power that can change anything in our life, regardless of what's happened to us. And I know you know the answer. The answer is the power of choice. The one thing we have in this world is we can't control the events, but we can choose what to focus on, we can choose what things mean, and we can choose what to do. Whenever you believe, your mind believes, a stressful thought like, oh my God, my business is not going, or oh, this guy screwed this up and now I've lost something. I've lost this opportunity, or I've lost the time, or I've lost the money. I'll never have love again. I'll never be wealthy. I'll never be free. Once you believe that shit, it's true, because you won't initiate, you won't solve it, you won't create it. When those things happen and you suffer, it puts you in a mode where what you're really suffering about is yourself. It's the me that makes us suffer.
Yeah.
When a woman will say, I'm really worried about my children, I'm really stressed, she's suffering about her children, and I'll listen to her, and I'll say, tell me, and she'll say, well, they're not doing this, not doing that, and I'll turn to her usually and say, I hope you can hear yourself, because the real reason you're suffering is not because of your children, it's not because they're not doing well, it's because you think you failed them. It's about you. Because otherwise you'd just be working on the solution.
Right.
But you're busy beating yourself up, feeling bad, thinking the worst case scenario, right? So the antidote to suffering, the antidote to lost less than ever, is appreciation. I always tell people, trade your expectation for appreciation, your whole life changes. I was just with Mary Callahan Erdos, who's head of JP Morgan. She manages, check this out, people that manage $2.3 trillion with a T. She's the most powerful woman in finance for JP Morgan. And everybody loves Mary. And the reason is because Mary has a belief. She said, all these women are not in my business, and they all tell me it's unfair and there's a glass ceiling. She goes, there's no glass ceiling for me. You know why? I don't believe it. She goes, it's a meritocracy. You get what you merit. She grew that business 30%, JP Morgan, if you can imagine,
wow.
Right? What makes Mary successful is what makes anyone successful, male or female. She's not focused on herself. She's focused on adding more value to other people's lives than anybody else, and that's the only secret in business. Do more for others than anybody else does. I don't care if you're a man or a woman, I don't care if you're gay, I don't care if you're transvestite, I don't care if you're You're not gay. I don't care what you are, what old or young, or gender. All that matters in the world we live in today, outside your belief systems, is your ability to add value, at least in the marketplace, right? We all have intrinsic value. Everyone has intrinsic value. You don't have to do anything to be worthwhile as a human, but if you want to be worthwhile financially, you have to add value. You have to develop skills and abilities and do more for others than anybody else does. The secret to life is to get outside yourself and find the way to add value to others. There's nothing that's more fulfilling than doing something beyond yourself. I think one of the things that makes me proud to be a human being is human beings will do more for others that they care about than they'll ever do for themselves. And when you tap into that, you have more energy than anybody else, you have more joy, you have more excitement, because as I always say, life supports whatever supports life. Motive matters. But when you're trying to support your family, you get different insights, your community, the world. So I think the idea of being obsessed with learning, growing, and adding value to me is the most important thing in life, because the only way we're happy is by making progress. We grow and we feel alive. We give and we feel 10 times more alive. But you got to grow to have something to give. I'd say that if you're going to be alive and you're not enjoying yourself, you've wasted your life. That it's like every day the gift is find something to appreciate, something to enjoy, something to love, something to give thanks, because that sense of aliveness comes from that gratitude, comes from that peace. Love is everything. They're all expressions of love. I always tell people, other than love, my labor is the greatest gift I can give someone, because it's an expression of my love. And so I think that third point is love is everything. Make sure every single day you strive to be a blessing in the lives of the people you meet. That's my daily prayer. And if you give yourself just a little bit of time, and if you'll be a little more loving to yourself, I think you're gonna find you got a lot to give. I can fucking feel it. And I know fucking people, and I do. That's right.
Thank you.
And I know you right now. Can you feel me?
Yes, I do.
So you and I are gonna make a deal. I'm gonna show you what to do to reshape yourself.
That would be nice.
And we're gonna make it so you can enjoy yourself.
Oh, are you sure?
Not just when you're jerking off, other times too. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna remember, as long as you live, that I don't fucking bullshit. And you've seen it, haven't you?
Yes.
Do I tell the fucking truth? Even when it's painful, even when it's not sweet?
Yes.
I'm telling you the truth. You just fucking begun, and you're not gonna fuck it up. You're gonna take the time to fully develop, and you're gonna find a way to enjoy a little bit along the way. There you go. Did you feel that?
Yes.
What was that just happened? What just happened there when these came down like that? And you started breathing here too?
Start to believe in you and be open.
Awesome.